Did that work? I always mix the buttons up. Yeah, that worked. Hell yeah. Hey guys, we're back. I actually have, so the person that did the Gravity Circuit soundtrack, he apparently did a soundtrack for a game that came out a month ago called Guns of Fury. So I figured, oh, mute? Are we actually mute? Uh-oh. Why are we mute? Are you sure that I'm mute? You... I'm mute? OBS is picking up my audio. Guys, am I mute? Uh-oh. What did I do? And the microphone's working. Hold on. Did that fix it? We fixed it, all good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. My bad. Okay. I was worried for a second. I was like, oh, snap. Oh, there we go. Okay. But basically the audio that's playing in the background is made by the guy that did the Gravity Circuit soundtrack. This one's called Guns of Fury. And I figured, since you guys have very politely been like, oh god, we're listening to the same music again and again, why? I was like, okay, I'll try to find something new that we can listen to. Because right now I'm trying to do like full OST YouTube playlists that have minimal commercial breaks, or I'm gonna start looking into a couple Spotify playlists. I'm gonna talk to Neo after stream tonight and see if he has any issue with me using his likeness, like his Spotify playlist, because he has like a ton of music that's gonna sound like the stuff for our game, and I'd kind of like to go in that direction so everyone can be like, oh cool, we're getting more hype with music that sounds like the game music. Okay, and so basically all I was thinking for today is, so I realized that I didn't actually make, so I actually gotta save this real quick before menu. So we'll do player equipment UI. Oh, I also forgot to update the Twitch VOD episode name. That's okay, that'll be fine. Okay, we'll save that. There we go. So basically, like, we have worked on a lot of, like, I know that I've, like, shown this one off a million times because this is what we were working on for the longest time, just doing all the different menus. But now I'm starting to kind of, like, get everything put together. So it's like, some of these are gonna actually be, like, flipped over on top of each other. Because, like, for example, when you have the Artificer vendor open, like, depending on if you press the compare gear button or not, it'll either show just, so like, oh, draw layer isn't, this is a bad example. Here, we'll use the lightsmith. So it's like how this chest plate is highlighted here. It shows all these stats. But then if you press compare gear, whatever chest plate you're currently wearing, that's information. Oh shit, here we go. Rev coming in with the subscription, thanks.
Yeet.
How are you, Rev? Good to see you, man. Love that you just pop in every once in a while just to sub and help out. Really appreciate that, man. The money goes crazy for this community. It's gonna let me do a lot of cool stuff for you guys. But yeah, so like if you don't have the compare button on, then it will always show. So like, here, we'll do it like this. This is screen 2. This is screen 1. So when you highlight this object here, it's always going to prioritize 2. But then when you press this button, it's going to toggle between 1 and 2. But then going back to like this equipment screen right here, this is going to show 1, right? Because 2 doesn't exist in this case. So I want to go through and make sure that all the menus have all the sub stuff. I'm still addicted to WoW. Okay, that's a good way to be. Wait, are you Horde or Alliance? I don't think I've actually correctly asked this yet, but it's fun. You'll be Alliance, and then we'll fight. Yay! Just kidding. You're Horde. Let's go. Okay, sick. Let's absolutely go. Good choice. The only choice. So you know what? Instead of making extra work for myself, if I just take this base layer, I can just grab this. I can copy this full bamboo. Oops, I messed up. Copy. So the first part of the stream is literally gonna just be me copy and pasting some stuff just to continue to like separate stuff, because like now I'm just gonna drop this here, and as you can see, like there's no, I'm just making sure there's no issue with that. Nope, it's perfect. Everything's already Blood Elf Demon Hunter. Hell yeah. When I played, I was a Tauren Druid. Yes, Swiftmen was my big deal. Because I had this was like in old WoW, like when Wrath of the Lich King was the newest one, I had a thing where like my Swiftmen wouldn't consume my dots, so I could run both my dots, and right before they ran out, I would hit Swiftmen to like eat them. And if I get good at coding, I want to do something like that in this game where like you can like eat your like dots and heals over time to deal like more instant damage, but we'll see how good I get at that kind of stuff. Okay, so that made player equipment really easy because now, oh, let me rename these though. Properties, drawn layer. Because the drawn layer is always where like the icons and stuff go, and then the base layer is obviously the layer underneath. Did I mess this up? Sure did. Because that needs to be on the base layer. So let's just cut this real quick. We'll move it down one layer. To the base layer. There we go. Delightful. Now when we had the base layer, it all goes away. And the drawn layer. Wait, what the heck? Wait, hold on 1 second. Oh, because that's still on the drawn layer. You potato. Oh my god, you patatas. In Espanol, potato, like French fries is patatas fritas. The more you know. It probably would have been just faster for me to like square over it and then chop it all down, but I'm already here. I'm already having fun like bulldozer mode. Okay, cool. Now, is that the correct distance away? No, it's not. Wait, did I fuck up? Yeah, I did. What the hell? Oh, I copied the wrong one. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, Marzo. I thought that I was being clever, and I just need to get rid of this. Oh my goodness. As you can see, the headache is still slightly present. Okay, we're on base layer. Hide base. We're here. No, it's grabbing the wrong one. That's hilarious. How did I do that? Okay, so get rid of that. Bring this one in. There we go. That's what we were trying to do all along. Cool. So that's our equipment menu. So for any of those, that's good. So we technically need our weapon menu and then our trinket menu. So this one will end up being 3 panels long. So just do that real quick. So yeah, right now we have all of our defensive values. Because that makes sense because this is comparing a piece of armor. And then that's going to be our weapon tooltip. So I'll grab that real quick. And copy that over to the second one. We're in the base layer. Yes, we are. Okay, so this one, it has the highlight around this. Okay, hold on. Come on. Oh, this is the drawn layer. I knew that. But yeah, no, I hope everybody had a good day. Like it was super chill for me. Work was busier than yesterday, so I didn't want to blow my brains out, but like it was still relatively on the slow side. Am I seeing 2-player local multiplayer on the top left? So not local multiplayer. This is basically like if I get my way, like, because Wavelength is going to be a single player experience because I just need to learn how to code a game and make sure that the gameplay feels and looks good so that everybody like enjoys it. But then Prison Break is, I'm hoping to be a 3 to 5 player game, like where it's going to be like multiplayer, because I think this game would shine especially in multiplayer where it's like one player's like playing a tank or a healer tank or like a bruiser, and then someone's playing like a mage and someone's doing like a melee build, and like I really think that this game could go like delightfully hard, like a top-down Game Boy styled Zelda combat looter shooter with class customization. Like that's the pipe dream. So this is just to, like, the colors basically show what classes your friend is playing and how much health they have. And then on a controller, when you use lock-on features, I'm gonna set up a special button so that if you want to lock onto your teammates so that you're aiming like heals and spells at them or their corpses, like if you're reviving them and stuff, then you'll be able to just like highlight these with controller or hover over them with mouse to like interact with them directly. So we'll see how that goes. And then this is like the general like health bar of enemies and stuff you fight. Bosses, I'll probably do like a fancier one that's like the font is bigger and it goes out bigger, but I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Like we have a health bar that makes sense. We'll see if I can ever figure out multiplayer coding stuff. I mean, I will eventually, just it's a matter of when, not if. Let me finish what I was working on, because now we're gonna highlight a weapon. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of digging this track. I know a lot of Dominic Ninmark's music, and I kind of like this because it seems a lot more chill. Okay. Wait, am I doing this with the first menu? Oh my goodness gracious. I am. Should be doing this on literally any other menu. I think my brain is a little cooked though. Like the headache like really just whooped me at work today, so if I seem slightly out of it, because like I'm feeling a little bit like, I think that's why I was thinking of canceling stream, but like I like the consistency I've been building lately. Like it feels good like letting everybody get excited about stream, and again, now that I'm doing shorter streams, it doesn't eat up my entire evening, so if I'm feeling kind of burnt out on stream, I might not create the best quality content that evening, but at least I'm still like getting up and making the content so that people have something to look forward to. And like again, if I was like burnt out, I would just, you know, take the evening off and be like, yo, I'm tired, I'm not streaming tonight. But like when I just feel kind of like loopy, it's okay. So what do we have? Okay, now I gotta copy the weapon one. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Cool. And we've already got it highlighted. Perfect. Go back to player equipment. Cool. So now we've got... Oops. Was not paying attention when I copied. Just kidding. Go to 2. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, because now it's like if you're on a weapon, because both the barrier and bolt can actually empower the other weapon. So it's like if you have a barrier weapon, it might actually be slightly weaker on barrier, but it might also empower your beam weapon. So it's like having like intentional equipment on every slot is fairly important to a build, because it's like some weapons and stuff are going to grant like just like flat values. You can press space plus N after adding all your icons to a sprite, and then open up the tile mat and different sprites and just paste them in. Ooh. That's not bad, man. And a different sprite. Ooh. I don't hate that idea. That's honestly not a bad idea. Like, even in the slightest. Like tonight, just for how we're like updating the maps and stuff, I don't want to go too off focus, because I already do that enough as it is with you guys. So it's like trying to show, okay, so the artificer is also just more values. Okay, so I actually don't need to change that at all. So for the third one, I just need to change the icon down to like the ring or the trinket. Cool. There we go. And then grab the reds again and just highlight like one of my random rings. There we go. I mean, because all of this in reality, like none of this like actually matters right now. This is just like a fun way for me to cool down from work, but also help me start figuring out how I want all my arrays and stuff to look. Hey Marza, let me ask you this, just because like you have a lot of coding experience. As far as how I've set up all my arrays and stuff, do you think that I've made the work easier for myself or harder for myself? Like as far as the coding for the arrays and the menus go? Because in my head it makes sense, but someone who actually has coding experience for like 4 years might be like, yeah, you kind of screwed yourself over. And I'll be like, oh no, that's not fun. I don't like how this one looks. Ooh, is this like a boss? Yeah, this is a boss track. This boss track goes hard. There we go. I just want to change how it looked because it looked yucky. Ooh, no. No. I probably like phrased it very poorly, so you're fine. So my limited coding experience is that I've learned that like menus basically use like systems of arrays. And I'm not sure if I fully understand arrays, but in my mind, an array is like basically like setting up certain areas of the screen to effectively utilize, like you draw like a back tile, and then you have like, you know, maybe I just like, not in a bad way, like I'm not getting hesitant, but I'm realizing I don't have enough information. I might not even have enough coding information yet to formulate the idea, because I think I'm basically just trying to ask, how I'm designing my menus, do you think it's going to be hard to code? I think that might be all I'm trying to ask. And maybe even that's like too simple or not like formulated enough as like a conceptual thought, you know, just because I don't have enough like coding context yet. Okay, so this is all set, so I can save this, and this is done. Cool, so player equipment's done. Player abilities is done. We got all this done yesterday, so for people who didn't see it, I'll just like quickly like boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, actually, there was one thing I did want to fix. So everything is down one, so draw layer. What was going on here? Weekend means Yoshi time. No, it doesn't, Jam. No, no, no. Oh, so the issue exists on the draw layer. Dude, how are you, Jam? It's good to see you, dude. So did, like, something get... Is it just... Is it just too long and it just looks silly? Oh, wait, wrong layer. Okay, so it looks like some of the stuff does not go all the way down. Did I, like, accidentally merge something somewhere? I don't understand why this looks so... Let's... And all the text are the right one. Yeah, and the thing is, like, because with the draw layer, when I turn it off... So, maybe it's just the icons. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Just the icons. Go down one. But now that one's too high. Oh, you know what? I wonder if... No? What is going on? I'm losing my bananas over this. What? Because everything's spaced by 2, right? Everything is spaced by 2. So that's not being screwed up. And all the text is lining up correctly. I mean, that looks a little funky, but that's okay. Because, like, all the text is, like... It's supposed to be over a couple more, but that wouldn't fix those issues. Do I just need to go through and just manually fix them? Like... Okay, let's try that, okay. Now I'll try dragging everything up by 1. Did that fix it? No. Because now down there... Oh, there it is. Look. This got smashed somehow. Why? Why did that happen? Now we're fine, right? Yeah. I guess I just, for some reason, smashed my sprint icon. Very peculiar. Oh, well. Found it. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. Yeah. No, that would have been perfect. I mean, everything's off by a little bit, but, like, I get the idea. Just because, unfortunately, it's not lined up with the wall or the floor because of the other menus. But you're right, as I could have dragged it to line it up to a grid. Thank you, Marzo. Ooh. Am I screwing up? No, 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 we're good, we're good. Okay. Let's turn that off, because that's gonna... It's gonna make my brain explode. Marzo, I appreciate that you're always willing to help me out, even though, like, my knowledge and how I do things is, like, still growing. But then you're just, like, really patient, being like, it's okay. We'll get you there. Oh, but now I accidentally moved everything on the other screen. Son of a biscuit. We can change the offset. Also, yeah, like, offset is like the distance between the grid and everything, right? Okay, because that also screwed with the other menu, right? Okay, no more undos. Hold on, I got some stupid ads. Stop that. There we go. Hold on, I gotta write myself. Oh, okay. Oh. Gotcha. The X and Y are offset, so I could have been like 10 to 10. Got it. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Marzo. Alright, so let's literally just grab like everything on the drawn layer. Because now we know what to fix, so this will be easy. So it's like, first everything needs to go up. So it's not touching the bases. Everything looks chill. The bottom's gonna look a little wonky because it also happened here. So we'll like grab like right here. Pull all that down. And then we just That's so crazy that I did that. I wonder how that happened. Here we go. Yeah, I just gotta fix the same thing over here. Take that. Dude, this reminds me, like, I used to play Minecraft all the time, and I'd always, like, count blocks manually, and then I'd, like, miscount one block on my structure, and then I'd spend, like, half an afternoon trying to figure out, like, what I screwed up. This feels almost identical to that. Okay, cool. Okay, now this is all set. That. Potion. Still gonna play around with, like, the kin stuff. Like, I'm gonna decide on the names and the values and stuff I want to do. But everything else feels very good about potions. Because, again, this is inventory. This isn't upgrading, so I just need to display the information, which is really nice, and allow the player to swap between them. So, yeah, we got everything now. We're set. Oh, wait. It's weird. Why are they bouncing all over the place? Just want to make sure these are lined up. Oh, they're not. That would explain that freak out. Okay, so grab all this. This all to the left by one. When I get on the right layer. Oh, stop it. No. I always gotta be careful. I don't know how I do it, and like maybe you know, Marzo, because how I always goof around. But like, there was like sometimes when I'm like playing with something on like one frame, it'll end up messing with the stuff on other frames. Always makes me feel really silly. I'm like, what am I doing? 2, 3, hell yeah. Okay, so is this the one I'm trying to fix? 1, 2, 3. Those are the same. Oh, I see. Because of where the spacing and stuff is, they're just going to be a little bit different. I don't think that that's inherently wrong. Okay, so just make sure that I'm just on this layer base. And then again, this just needs to all be dragged over one to the left. There we go. Oh, oh, not like that. I think that, okay, that looks better because now it's not shifting all over the place. Yay, we like that. Okay, cool. Like, it shifts down, which is fine, but that's not shifting down and to the left, so now it doesn't look like horribly disturbing when you're swapping. It just looks organically like you're swapping menus, and I think that that's okay. Cool. There we go. And yeah, I guess technically the only other thing that would need to change now is the text would need to move over one. Or no, it would have been over on the other one. Yeah, the drawn layer, that just needs to move over one. And then all of this can move over by one. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So, player ability is done. We'll save that. Okay, so we have now successfully done all of player ability menus and player equipment menus. So that's technically 4 menus for player equipment, and then for player abilities, that's another 8 menus. So that's like, including sub-menus and stuff, that's like 12 menus down. That's nice. So we can close these up. We're done working on these for now. And now we're back to the big guy. So what? We got player equipment, player abilities, player attributes. That one's also going to be a pretty boring one. I'm probably going to work on that one off stream. Oh, dude, we can get more viewers. Let's go. From Easy Crack 445. I love these bots, dude. Guys, I could get more viewers. And then everyone would want to play our game. I think for Lightsmith, we're also done. The only thing that I really need to figure out for Lightsmith, so hold on. So something that I have thought about for Lightsmith is, so we have weapon, an armor, but technically I want to figure out how to implement a button, because I don't have a button right now that is like change the color. Like I kind of need one that's like lets you swap to different colors, because like that's why I have the arrows up here. Part of my brain originally thought that I could do button inputs up there, but I think it's going to be a little bit too big for button inputs. But at the same time, because like if I have like in an A sprite, like if I take a big sprite of like a button, I can shrink it down so it still looks pixelated. Will that create mixels though? That might create mixels. I don't fully understand mixels yet, so that might actually create some issues. I gotta be careful with that. Because I'm trying to figure out somewhere else in the menu, I think it'd be really cool to make a just a couple of arrows that basically let you rotate to the left and right. Because like the compare gear button, there's going to be a binding on your controller that you can press to automatically bring up compare gear. It'll probably be like pushing in the left button or like the left analog stick when you are looking at armor. Like you can just like toggle that. So it'll be really easy for me to just like tie it to the shoulder buttons when you have a menu open. Because like when you have your menu closed, it's like using your buttons is how you cast your abilities. But again, I want to encourage the player that like when their menus are open, like you're not really engaging in combat, because like a lot of people don't play Diablo 3 running around with all their menus open like a serial killer. So I think ultimately I'm gonna have it that, because like again, these vendors are gonna be in town, like you're not gonna be talking to them like while you're out in danger. So disabling your ability to use skills while you're in a vendor, so you can like use the shoulder buttons to rotate between the colors to be like, look at all the white armor, look at all the red armor. And part of me thought about like bringing this menu in towards the middle. Hey, dude, we got a bunch of lurkers tonight. You guys fucking rock. Everyone who's lurking, thank you. Hope you guys are still enjoying the content, and it's also like, I know that sometimes it's really nice to have a stream up that you're just listening for like background audio. I do that all the time when I'm working on art, so I just hope I'm that to someone else. But I think that's the only thing I want to work on is I wish that I had more room up here to do button inputs. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let's check. File, open, prison break, player UI, menu icons. Nope, that's not it. Player UI, menu UI, button inputs. There we go. Because like I have a whole sheet that has all the button inputs. So if we do like, yeah, because we got right bumper, left bumper, right trigger, left trigger, L1, L1. Okay, so let's just like see if that would work real quick. Like L1 and R1, right? Let's just see how that would look up here. L1. I don't know if that looks terrible or not. Because like my like general reaction to that is that it's very clear and simple. Like, oh, you can press L1 to rotate to the left and R1 to rotate to the right. Maybe we'll put that up in the Discord. Because like I don't think it needs anything else than that. Like, how about this though? Like just in case for like players who are like, I'll do right and left, because this will utilize like some of the most space. So it's like, what if we did that? Is there enough room for that? There barely, no, there isn't. So, yeah, because if I did like a full ass, like, this is silly to use your X button for this, but it's like, if you wanted to have your like X button up here, like that does not fit. That's sad. So I don't think I can use that space reliably. And I don't want to do that. Like, if I was going to do all the button inputs up there, I would want players to be able to, like, use any of their button inputs and not have it look bad, so. Oh, I always do this. I forgot. I just have to erase it. There we go. Yeah, because all that already makes sense. Like, you're improving the tier. You're forging it with this button, because it's like you click the item, it brings you up to this menu, or like you click it to basically lock it in so you can look at it, and it pulls you up here when you like press the X to lock on it to be like, I'm going to improve the gear, or that's how I'm going to use the compare gear because I chose not to use the controller toggle for it. And then you can literally just like rotate over here because you're seeing the cost, and the hammer is like, you're going to forge this, you know, and then you click it and it crafts the item. So like all of that makes sense. And I just wish that I had a spot. I almost wonder. I think we've talked about this. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. Hold on, guys. Come with me on an adventure. Are you ready? Because we already went over this, that we're going to have, like, a text limit. Like, so on drawn layer, like, you know, like Raider's front plate. Or, like, I think we even test it with, like, breastplate of the Squire. It's like, breastplate of the Squire. I think this is our item that has the longest name that fits on the text channel. Yeah, so it's like, this is our, like, our text limit, basically. Like, it could go a couple longer than this, but this is, like, the best one. Because I can start changing things like Squire's breastplate, you know, like Raider satchel, you know. So, with that being said, if you notice something, if we go breastplate of the Squire over here, right? And notice that there's just a little bit more room than usual, right? And that means that I could squeeze another icon behind this. Does that feel awkward, though? Because now I feel like I'm just kind of trying to jam stuff in, and that doesn't make sense. Because the thought process is that if I move this over, so, like, let's go to base layer, and I move this over, like, I could drag it, like, here, right? Like, right there. And then I could bring in, like, the... Where is it? I need to find the kin object real quick. Here we go. The kin object. No, that doesn't make sense, because now I don't have a spot for where the kins are. So that wouldn't work either. And I really don't want to add a button where it's like, if someone accidentally fucks up, like, because I'd have to add 2 buttons then, right? Like, add buttons for each way. I mean, that's something else, too, is maybe the arrows can just be directly interacted with. Maybe you just go up to it and you click on it. But that feels... I don't know. Like, it's utilizing the full design, but I'm not sure if I like that. So, hold on. Let me undo all this. Okay, bring back the drawn layer. Go away. Yeah, because all of this makes sense. There's no squeeze room, so... 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because another thought that I had was, like, I could also put all the kin on here, so you could, like, click on them to effectively change color to different sets of armor that you want to try making. But then I don't like that because the value is 9. Like, even if the value was 8, right, then it's like I could do 4 and 8, but then there's this dead space here because I realistically don't think I'm going to have this many sets of armor. Like, the weapons make sense, and I don't want to do set weapons. But, like, the number of armors, like, there's a standard armor, probably 2 sets of legendaries, like, maybe 3 sets eventually. But even these 3 sets of armor there feel a little bit excessive. So it's like, I don't think I'm ever going to fully utilize this space over here. You got a button depth where if you have a toggle, like shift or whatever, you go between using menu binding and environment bindings. Yeah, and that's what I think I'm, like, if I'm understanding you correctly, Marzo, you're talking about, like, if the player's out in the wilderness, shift might be how they use their skill, but then if you're talking to a vendor, shift becomes menu binding, and then you press shift to basically rotate, you know, between the menus. I think that's what I'm already planning on doing, but I'm glad we're having a conversation about it so we're understanding the full process. Plus, I also love that you're just always helping. So, like, if that hadn't been my idea, that would make the Marzo good idea counter go up to, like, 7, because your dungeon idea you suggested was cool, or, like, both the puzzle ideas you've suggested have been really cool. The first one was, like, super thought out, and the second one is just a really cool thing that exists in a lot of Zelda games where it's like, there's a pit, there's an interactable, you shoot the interactable, now you have a way to cross the pit. Like, that exists in, like, every Zelda game, and it's fantastic. I just wanted to make sure that there was a way that it's, like, physically visible on the screen so that, like, if players figure it out, like, yeah. Because I could just take these arrows, like, Like here, like this is also what I'm thinking is like, let me go to base layer. And then I'll take this, take all of these. Cause like, I could also just do this, hold on. Like literally like scoot this over like this, right? Take these X's. Copy paste. I just want to make sure that the menus, like, key bindings are cool, but I also want it to be, like, very... Yeah, okay, so sorry, Mars, I just saw your message. So, yes, that's what I plan on doing, but I also want to make sure that it's obvious and visible to the player up on the screen. So I just want to make sure... Because you're right, like, what I could do is, like, down here, where the player's skills normally are, right? Like, these could now become, like, you know, like, I could literally do something like... Hold on. Base layer... Yeah, paste. Like, the skill icons could literally change to things like this. Copy paste. And now we're gonna flip you. And then like the key bindings show up down here. Just like while you're in a menu to be like, oh, you're no longer in combat. And I think that that would be one of the best ways to handle it, to be like, when you're in a menu, some of your controls change. You know, so it's like you like, you know, like, make sure that the player can't, like, violently open and close their menu to, like, cause, like, some bug, and, like, figure out all the tie-arounds and stuff so that it's not, like, a player talks to a vendor and then starts fucking messing with their menu button, and now their character's bugged and they're running around not being able to cast spells. But I think that this would probably be one of the best ways to do it. And then, like, if we have any leftover, like, skill slots or anything that, like, don't have any bindings to them, we can just be like, hey, you're in a menu. Like, you can't do this right now. Also, because your tiles are 16 and 16, you can hold shift and push an arrow to move it in 16 pixels in said direction when you're selected. Wait, no way. What? Hold on. Is Marzo teaching me how to level up right now? Okay, so you can hold shift and push an arrow. Ah! Oh my god, he's running away, chat. Oh god, wow, Marzo, this is sick. Oh, dude. You just leveled me up, guy. This is amazing. Chat, where's he going? He's a little guy. He's gonna get away. Chat, he's running away. I don't know where he's going. He's going to a better game. Come back. That was fun. Thank you. Okay. So... Now none of these match up, so let's fix that real quick. Oh, wrong layer. Did I need to go over one more? It did. Give me that. Oh, but that would have worked for the whole thing. That's what you're saying. Yes, my bad. Sorry, Marzo. You're teaching me critical thinking skills right now. Thank you. You're very kind. So I think we'll do it like that. Yeah, because now I can even do like some menu stuff here. Like I could do like a toggle, you know, toggle to the left, toggle to the right kind of thing. And I like that. But then I could also do like a back out button in like each corner to be like, hey, I'm done. Or something, you know, it's like, I like the idea that I'm still utilizing the full menu space, but like now I can do like arrows to like indicate that the players can like do or not do things. Are these all lined up correctly? No. Oh, that's because I'm gonna go onto this layer. I understand what I'm doing. Okay. But now that Marzo has taught me superpowers. Wait, why didn't it work? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, I feel like a Mega Man character who just learned a new move. This is dope. Okay, and now everything lines up correctly? Yep. Cool. One of the first things I learned, great for tile maps, and if you have a grid active on the distance of the moon becomes the distance of the grid. Ooh, damn. Okay, Marzo. Okay. Love this. Not saying that you're not a creative type, but I feel like we're having creative meets technical type right now, and I absolutely love it. You're being incredibly helpful. Thank you. Yeah, so like now I just want to like want to like take this and turn it into like, ooh, on the drawn layer, like do like a cool little, ooh, I wonder if there's going to be enough room in one of these squares. Ooh. Like so we're on drawn layer, paste. Oh. Because there might not be enough room for that delightful little arrow. I think there will be. No, like you're amazing, Marzo. I love it. You're like Turtle, where like you guys just never miss a stream now, and you guys come in here and you're just constantly like being like very supportive and very encouraging. You're teaching me a bunch of really cool stuff. Oh, I see what my problem is. Okay, cut that, paste it back on the drawn layer. Okay, and now I gotta get rid of all that, that. Oh god, not like that. Oh shit. Oh, there'll definitely be enough room for this to fit in here. Comfortably too, I might add. It's an asymmetric number of pixels, but that's fine. We could either do one of two things. I'm gonna try both options. Like one is that we stretch it, right? And then we see how that looks. I don't think that looks bad at all. I think that looks better. You could argue one or the other, but like I feel like that looks fine. Makes it very obvious. Okay, so I wonder if I actually just want to do... Same thing if you don't correct while using M, it grabs in a 16 by 16. No way. Whoa! That's actually wild. Oh, that's cool. Holy beans. That's cool. Just like, get over here! Does kind of just grab all over the place, though. That one might not work as well for me, but that's still cool. Okay, so... let me finish up what I'm doing here just to kind of express the idea. Because I know that this might seem a little bit excessive, and the code wouldn't be hard. I'd just be duplicating the code for like each like button toggle. But I kind of like the idea that this just exists for the player, like this, on each side. So like, let me grab all this and then let me just like flip it. Because fortunately, because the shading's just top and bottom, this should flip really well. Yes, it does. I don't. Oh, because it's in. What you're talking about is it's in the offset of this. So if I, hey, check that out. Yes. So because I don't have offset, got it. Okay. Okay, view, grid. How'd I do it earlier? I turned it back off. Okay, show, grid. There we go. Yeah, I think I like that better. I feel like this just looks a lot better to look at. And like, I'll keep the X's there for now because like, again, this is a lot of armor sets and I don't think like, unless I come up with some really cool idea for another set of armor and I get really good at coding, we probably won't use that extra row for a while, but I still very much like this concept that we have. Because again, like this is just showing what you will have like locked and unlocked and like, this is dope. This is very dope. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. I think the only thing I'm going to do real quick now is I think now that we have the arrow icons to be like, hey, you can click on any of these to like rotate between the sides. I think in each corner, I'm also going to put a red X to be like, hey, I want to back out of the menu. Because again, like you said, Marzo, a lot of this will be attached to controller. Like a lot of like experienced players will just use the shoulder buttons. They'll push in their left mouse, left controller stick to like do compare gear. They'll just like rotate up here real quick. Like, they'll go over, press X. Drop down to do improved gear. I might even tie that to a button. Like, maybe we can just put that. Oh, wait, where did I? Can't remember where I did that. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter for right now. But like, again, we could like end up like tying like all of your skill buttons could now become like, this is your improved button. This is your compare button. And I think that that would be a really good way to do menus is that your skills go away while you're doing crafting menu stuff. to be like, oh, okay, you're in crafting mode, or like you're shopping at a vendor. Now these become your action buttons to like buy and purchase stuff. And that'll be really easy to have like a set of player controls for when you're in combat, and the set of player controls when you're talking to a vendor. And now I don't have to worry about being like, oh, every single thing has to be keybound at all times, because it's like, yeah, Terraria does some stuff that's incredibly seamless. And I kind of want to get to that point of just making things like not too simple, but like easy enough to understand. So real quick, I'm just going to grab this awesome red X icon that we made. Copy, paste. Ooh, we're on the wrong layer. Paste. Give me that. Yeah, that'll work. Am I doing this wrong? Hold on. I sure am. There we go. Move. Base layer is locked. No, it's not. What are you talking about? I didn't lock it. Or did I? No, stop that. Oh, I did lock it. What the? And before Martha has to teach me how to unlock layers. Thank you. My bad. There we go. All right. Yeah, because if I had another row, I'd do something like this. Because look, 3, 6, 9, 10. So it would have been perfect to just like run a row of colors over the top. But with all the weapons and armors and everything, like, yeah. You would use an enum to have different states for button bindings. Also, I was about to teach you. Thanks, Marzo. You're dope, my guy. I appreciate you. Oh, holy cow. Okay, so then that means that since I have those drawn on the base layer... Oh, no, I want to be on the draw layer. Perfect. Yeah, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is more conceptual than anything. Yeah, that looks dope. That's like super easy to understand. Like, oh, you've got arrows to rotate, and like that'll be cool because then it'll start cycling between the colors, and now people can look at all the. Oh, let's go! This is dope. We didn't give up any weapon or armor slaughter space. Did we have to? Ooh, hold on. So, 3, 6, 9. And what, there's 6. Okay. Just decide if there's any other way that I could do the variation. Just to play with the idea of doing the colors along the top. I mean, it's 10 slots, so it wouldn't work well anyway, so maybe I don't need to overthink it. But yeah, exactly. I could just have different, like, because then it's like when you interact with a vendor, one of my first things could be that you swap your state. So why is there 4 arrows for left and right? It is not a dumb question. Basically because I felt like doing one elongated arrow for each side might look like shit. Like, I could try to, because, like, I've, like, fallen in love with this little icon, like, little box style I've done for everything. So that's how I do all my icons. So, in my mind, it's just, like, because, again, an experienced player will do, like, left and right on the shoulder buttons. But then, like, for a newer player, like, if they're, like, you know, kind of fussing around with the controller and they're, like, up here rotating, they're like, bup, 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 then it's like there's always an arrow that's close by so they can, like, quickly rotate over to the closest nearest arrow. Same thing with the X. Like, we have 4 of them, but they all do the same thing. They all just close the menu. Just, again, so that a player doesn't feel like... Because that's one of the biggest things I hate for, like, a lot of menus is, like, when you have to rotate, like, when you have, like, a big menu and you're rotating by, like, a controller and it's like... Beep, 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 and you have to, like, move all the way across. Oh, where do those arrows take you? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Are you ready? Okay, so we have been working on this one, right? Okay, cool. Let me show you where they take you. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you asked. Copy. Oh, wait, no, I'm doing this wrong. Just kidding. Hold on. Do you want to know where they take you? Marzo, ask again. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to ask again. But where they take you is they take... Okay, so what? Let's pretend we're going to the right. So... Now they're gonna take you to Olive, the yellow armor. Whoa! Oh my god! Wait, why didn't it change these ones? Wait, why didn't it change those ones? Uh-oh, do we have multiple shades of yellow going on again? I swear to God. There we go. So the idea effectively is that you can like rotate through the menus now to like the different colors. And that was like the main thing I wanted to work on. Does anything look off with the color? Oh, that's what's off. Okay, hold on. I accidentally took the legendary frame color away. So we will just... Bloop. Nope, nope, nope. Bloop. I knew something looked off. There we go. Ooh, that's so much better on my eyes. Hell yeah. Is that the correct color? Yes, okay. Oh. I gotta play with that cursor icon because that doesn't look great. But okay, there we go. That's better. And we can create another one. And then we'll just go through and we'll do the same thing for each color. Now that we're not working with the color orange, it won't change the color of the frame every time I do this. So now what we're gonna do, green. So green. Dark and light, light. Ooh, dark. Hey, it's my girlfriend. Hi, Brittany. Hello. Dude, my girlfriend's gonna get docked so hard. I'm gonna be so sad. How are you? How work? How work, girlfriend? Is that better? Yeah, that's better. The only problem with that... Oh, I guess that wouldn't be a problem. I don't know. I guess in my head, because it's like, if you click the arrow and it swaps you over one color, then you can just kind of like click on that arrow a few times or go over to the other side and click on the other arrow a few times. Because I did like the idea that it still rotated through the colors, like in the circular window of like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, you know, black, white. I don't hate that idea, though, because realistically, with 8 of them, the white... Because white armor is going to... Like, white gear and armor is going to be sold by the Luminite vendor, which means I technically only have 8 colors. So with this setup, I could make it that each of them is just a different kin color. And then literally just have it be that it takes you to each colored menu. Work is okay. I know. I know. I wish you were home with me. I miss you. Like, it's nice. I ate quiche. I ate quiche and a Fig Newton bar. But, like, I wasn't super hungry because I, like, pigged out at work today. They gave me free sushi. Or, not free sushi. A sample of poke. They gave me one little piece of poke, and it was really good. We should try that sometime. We should get some mahi tuna, and we should try that. Okay, so did I use the wrong shade of green? Because it looks really dark. No, that looks correct. I'm gonna double check real quick. Is that you being wholesome to my girlfriend, Marzo? Because I appreciate that. Yeah, they wouldn't have to be arrows. I know, I guess I think I got locked into the idea for arrows for so long. Because, like, they're up here, right? Ooh, yeah, we should try it out. I've heard that poke is really good. And, like, now that I've tried it, and it was wasabi poke, Rose. And you know how I feel about spicy, and it was good. I didn't even taste it. It just tasted like sesame oil. The Joey, Pretty Joey at work, they were the one who gave me a sample. Terry was trying to give me, like, 5. Nah, Marzo, I don't know, dude. I'm just picking on you. You have no, like, Marzo, you're always wholesome, and I love it. Like, I'm excited for Supermarket Together tomorrow. That's gonna be so fun. I almost wonder if I should do, like, not to push it, like, too hard, because I like where we're at, but I almost wonder if I should be, like, something like this, where it's, like, Platesmith Vendor. Ooh, Not like that. Turn off contiguous. And then be like, Lightsmith vendor green or something like that. Oh, no ads. Snooze. No ads. Get out. Because I think if I keep all of them, like, limited, then I think I could make that work. Oh, hold on. I did it again. Get out of here. Bring that back. Okay, hold on. Turn that off again. Go back to the drawn layer. There we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, because then I can even, like, make the Lightsmith vendor for, like, each of them. Yes, that's... Okay, like, literally, you beat me to it because I was messing around. But, like, exactly. Be like, you know, Lightsmith, Harmony, right? And then just, like... That's going to make some outline on that. There we go. And then take that down to the base layer. Lightsmith vendor, you know. And I could even do away with Lightsmith vendor. I could just be like, you know, Lightsmith Harmony. You know, because then it's like, I am the Harmony Lightsmith. You know, it's like it doesn't have to say it. Like, I don't know, because vendor is in the name of all the vendors to, like, kind of sell the point to the player. Like, this is another vendor. But, like, maybe I'm being, like, overly cautious because I almost liked that there's, like how Tooltip has gaps on the side. This starts feeling a little overcrowded. I start feeling slightly claustrophobic. So there is a part of me, like, let's just try it out, right? Let's get rid of the vendor part. Oh, perfect. Let's destroy half of this while we're at it. There we go. And then, okay, this is all on the base layer. Oh, even better way to do this. Hold on. We'll go like this. Lightsmith. Harmony. No. The outline does work. Check this out. I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready? So hold on. First, let me get rid of all this in here. It was like, black won't work with black. Guess again. Ba-ba-da-ba. It's gonna work. I'm gonna blow your mind with science. And we'll put, like, right there. We'll go... Oh, it's on the base layer. My bad. Got... Oh, no. Draw this up here. I love how patient you are with me, Marzo, while I do stuff. And, like, I still get the point across. I'm still learning A-Sprite, but I'm still making some really fun kick-ass art. Okay, so we go like that. Then we go Harmony, strictly in green, right? And then we just go... There we go. That's a little too dark, though. So let's do one shade up on the green. There we go. There we go. Right? And then the shade of color... Oh, that could be dope, too. Like, just have it be Lightsmith and then have it change colors. I think I like that idea the best. Whoa, no. Okay, so we can't do that because colorblind mode. Because people are gonna be colorblind. So we need to make sure, because, again, if you're colorblind and you look at this, and the only thing that's changing the name, like, if everything on here is just changing color, there's gonna be people that can't. So, no. Very good idea, but we do have to have... I forgot. Because that's why we're doing the kins. Yeah. Thank you, Marzo. Appreciate that. No, you were right, though. Oh, also... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Rose. I'm glad that you also... Like, Marzo and Rose having my back. Cha-cha-cha-cha. But, just real quick, just to explain why the black will work, is in my game, my black actually utilizes this really nice dark color that is not black. So, ooh, it is going to be a little tricky. Hold on. Let me try using a brighter shade. Can we get away with a brighter shade? Yeah, we can get away with that. It'll be a little rough on the eyes. Solid black with white outline. That could be dope. I think we can do that. I don't want to get in a huge habit of doing it. Or do I? Hold on. It's a little painful on the eyes. Not sure if I like that. Oh, I can't snooze again. Haha! No more ads. Get out, ads! I like the suggestion, though. I don't think that this is terrible. Like, you can still read it with all the gear being black. It's like, you know, it's going to be black on black menu, so, like, it'll be a little bit rough. I don't think it's the end of the world. Like, it is a little uncomfortable, though. I don't disagree with that. What if I, like, double... Oop. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What if I... Okay, so I just darkened the menus? Kinda... Maybe also gray? No, I gotta save the grays for white. Okay, so that fucked with a lot more than I thought it was going to, because it fucks with the darkness down there as well. But, like, what if I... Hold on, let me just, like, try, like, let's map this area. Let's remove this area, right? Okay. And then I try that again. Is that too dark? Because I feel like that makes that pop a little bit more, and it makes everything else look nice, but I almost wonder if that starts making too much contrast on the eye, because I feel like this, over on the left, is comfortable, but I feel like on the right, it's too dark, and it kind of makes all the white start piercing your eyes. And I'm not sure if I like that. But I love dark. No, and I like dark mode as well, so, like, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out is, like, does that look... What's this? Okay. Sorry, there's... Because, like, Rose, you're new to, like, you're returning to chat, so every box on my stream says, returning chatter, and there's all these icons, like a camera and a sword and shit, and I was like, what the hell is all of this? So sorry, I was, like, dinking around. I'm wondering if that's too much of a contrast, that, like, because I feel like it adds a little bit more vibrance, and I think the vibrance looks kind of cool. So I could see myself getting away with this, and for the players enjoying it and being like, wow, this is really good to look at, because it's just making the menu pop, and the background, like, blends in, because, like, this is almost starting to feel, like, a little dull. Like, I don't know, I think I do like that more. It makes it look a little bit more vibrant, doesn't it? I feel like it makes everything pop a little bit more, like, slightly more neon-y. And the thing is that even with the black, like, the environments of the, like, darker environments, like the monochrome castle and stuff, because these menus have that, like, sharp white outline, I can't tell if I like it better or not. So, we're gonna do what we do best, and we're gonna capture this, and we're gonna not capture that. No, you're good. I know that your visits are always short. We'll talk when you get home, okay? I love you too. Thanks for popping in. You're the best. Yeah, I'm gonna see what people think about this versus the other one. I'm already having a blast. That's because I've got you. I'll see you when you get home, because you'll kiss on my face like you always do. Okay, so... I'm gonna put this up in Discord real quick, just so work in progress. Possibly darker background. Or more vibrant. Yeah, you might be onto something with that, Marzo. Marzo, if you're suggesting that I get distracted easily, you're absolutely correct. I'm still gonna post up in the Discord, though. Up and down and at feedback. Let's see what folks say. Because I do think that, because the only reason that I'm focusing on this, I would never. No, not you, Marzo. Never. Well, realistically, this is going to finish out Lightsmith for us. And this is also going to finish out Artificer for me. And it's also, like, any of the other classes, like, this is now what I need to do. So it's like, realistically, I'm turning into Owl. That is a very good way to be. I actually think we'll call stream there for tonight. We're going to have a couple more of these maintenance streams just to get all of the UI up to a good finalized spot. And then kind of keep plowing from there. Because I want to make sure that this is going to be readable. So I'm going to see what people in the Discord say over the next couple nights. Tomorrow's going to be Supermarket Together. If you're new, check out the Discord. Otherwise, I will be in there chatting with you guys later tonight and more tomorrow. I'm going to work on this more when I get off stream. So hopefully we'll have more progress done tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Marzo, thank you. You were a huge help tonight. I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye.